Hello, welcome to another episode of The Aftermath. My name is Ian, and as always, I'm joined by...
Me!
Dylan.
And him.
And me.
Ethan.
And you.
Yeah.
And you're listening. You're also joining us this time.
You best get ready to escape.
The fourth person. Oh my God. The fourth person at our table, our round table, is round.
But we're not a round table, though.
No, it is a round.
It's a very rectangular table, actually.
Well, congratulations. You spoiled. I was creating for that. I was trying to,
Oh, sorry. We're at a hexagonal table.
Yeah, there's not enough people, though, so it's awkward.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We're 3 people at a 6-sided table.
Don't worry, we're working on that. We're
The
trying
mics are in the center of the table as opposed to at the edges where we're sitting.
Right.
So we
Gondor has called for aid, so we're trying to.
And I want you to just imagine Alice in Wonderland's bizarre room. We're on top of the ceiling.
That's actually true. We're in one of those upside down rooms. It took a
Right.
long time to build.
Took a long time to get up here.
That's why
I'm seatbelted into my chair. I hope you're seatbelted into.
Yeah, and that's what
blood is rushing to my head.
Yeah.
I'm going to pass out within like...
The reason why our
like
episodes
5
cannot be
minutes.
longer than 45 minutes, because
Yep.
I pass out.
Exactly.
It's gonna be longer.
That's the threshold. That's what we're working with.
Great. So this week we watched an old movie, and it felt very much like a stereotypical 80s movie, that like 80s action movie that I know of.
And it also felt like an old movie. A lot of the 80s movies we've watched haven't felt that old.
Yeah,
But this one felt kinda
this one
Yeah.
released in 1981, and it was called Escape from New York,
Yeah. Starring Kurt
starring
Russell.
Kurt Russell.
Yeah, that was compared to the only other John Carpenter film I know. Gotta be honest, I don't know what to think. Gotta be honest.
I
have
asked
no
the
idea.
question. I posed the question that because John Carpenter made The Thing and Escape from New York, and Kurt Russell is in both of them, does that mean that they are both in the same universe?
Oh, yeah, dude.
My rebuttal to that is
Because
that they're both
The Thing,
canon.
The Thing released in 1982.
My rebuttal is that they're both canon, and that the crazies that live in the sewers are actually just The Thing from Carpenter's.
God.
Right.
Final answer.
Dude, that's awful.
They're called the crazies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
There you
Never
go.
thought of it that way. That's free. I don't like that. That freaks me out.
Hey, good luck sleeping tonight.
Fuck
So,
you.
oh man,
There was a couple of instances in this movie where the special effects was a little bit...
it
To be
left
desired.
me wanting a little bit. Gotta be honest, that revolver, yeah,
Dude,
the
not
laser,
even-
the laser
okay.
pistol.
So the thing is, like, that I think was practical effects. That was no digital there. I'm talking about the wonky, like, plane scenes that are, like,
Yeah,
in the sky.
The first time you see Air Force One.
Oh, man, it's like, oh, yikes.
It's like
I liked
just,
it whenever the plane's falling off the building. It looks like a
Yeah, yeah.
paper
Whee!
paper airplane spinning.
Just falling down, and you're like, oh, God.
No,
As soon as
legit.
it hits the building, like on the display, it breaks apart into little pieces.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Gotta be honest though, that laser pistol killed me.
Dude,
It sounded like a cannon.
Yeah, the little.
it's like a can.
It was awful.
So cool.
Absolutely no recoil, and it just had sparks and smoke that would fly
No
out.
recoil.
No recoil.
Not only did it have no recoil and just sparks and smoke flew out, but also it was a revolver and they shot it like 30 times. With
Oh,
no
yeah.
scenes of it. In fact, the biggest issue I have is that in one scene they shoot it 7 consecutive times.
Yes.
When it's clearly a 6-round revolver.
You see, they
And
used
there's no-
a smaller caliber of bullet. That way, they could increase the size.
That
of
way
the
they could
cylinder.
they could pack
Yeah.
more bullets into one.
I'm pretty sure that I didn't see the chamber revolve at all.
I did.
You did?
Yeah,
Okay.
near the end.
Okay.
Well, good for you, because
Yeah,
guess
well,
what?
well,
I didn't catch it.
In one
I could have
scene,
sworn she was
she's
holding
like,
it. I was like,
block, and it just after 7 shots, that was when the scene finally ends, and she got hit by the car, and I was like, well,
oof.
I guess you're just that gun's just gonna keep on shooting.
Yowza.
Yeah,
I thought for a minute at the end they were going to play the out of ammo card with the Duke, like shooting him. And I was like, we can't now establish that these guns run out of ammo
no,
because
Hey.
you have not reloaded this gun once.
no gun has been out of ammo in any capacity yet. They're
No.
not gonna, they can't pull that card. I'm happy they didn't.
Right,
I'll be
same.
honest.
I'm sorry.
I don't like it when movies pull that card because it's too convenient, too
Right.
Deus Ex Machina.
Yeah.
But I definitely don't like it whenever a movie that clearly has shown they don't give a shit about reloading a gun does it.
I hate to say it, but the past like 7 times that it's been done, I wasn't willing to suspend my disbelief for the last one.
Wait, what do you
Yeah,
mean?
If they did decide to pull like the no ammo
Oh,
card,
right.
Yeah.
like you could have done that. You should have done that, like
Yeah.
in the first few scenes that it was used.
This is totally random, but on the topic of a revolver having ammunition, I don't know what the rules are in other countries.
Ethan has a loaded gun. And he is gonna point it at my head.
It's called Russian roulette. So,
Oh no.
no, I don't know how the rules are in different countries. So I could be wrong, but this seems ridiculous to me.
What's that?
At the ending episode of Squid Game, when the guy's like,
God.
let me just don't ignore the show for a second. When the guy's like, the police require you to have one empty round in your revolver and one be a blank. That means you only could have 4 shots in your revolver. Is that a rule somewhere? That you have
Probably
to have you have to have a revolver, but the maximum you can carry is 4 bullets. Because
and in South Korea, probably.
Because basically what the guy is trying to say is he's like, you shot one person with it, you had to shoot a lock off, and then you shot something else.
You shot another guy
Yeah,
down in the chamber.
you had to shoot something else, and then you have to have one be a blank and one be a bullet. That means you only have 1 shot, and that's more than enough to kill you. It's one of those scenes, right?
Right.
Well, the problem is when he pulls back the hammer on the revolver, it spins. So now you don't know which one you're on.
Right.
Is it the blank? Is it the empty one? How do we know which one it's on? Second, is that even a thing? That seems
I don't
ridiculous. That seems
Like
so
I said,
unnecessary.
in a country like South Korea, probably I wouldn't put it past them.
Yeah. Because that's one of those ones where, again, I can't suspend disbelief. I'm like,
Right.
this is ridiculous. He has a revolver, and we're saying that he didn't carry a single extra bullet with him or reload or
I can
anything.
imagine that that rule would kind of come about because you're like, you have to have in your revolver, you have to have an empty round, and your gun has to be on the empty round. So in case like you have to draw, you're not gonna have a live round. Like you have to.
But that means drawing is completely useless.
I'm not saying it's gonna make sense.
I know, I'm
and
just
then I can
saying.
also understand that like in a hasty situation to like crowd control, put it on your blank round and fire it into the air to like cause a scene or something.
I get having blanks. I'm just saying.
Right.
I was like, I'm sitting here like, yeah.
This is silly.
Exactly. I'm sitting here like, yeah, sure. We're pulling that you have 1 bullet left card really conveniently here.
It's okay. It's okay. They can do the Dirty Harry scene now.
What's that?
Oh fuck.
Neither one of us know what that means.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I'm
Still
sorry.
uneducated here. That's why we made this
Shit.
podcast. I think he may have forgotten why we created this podcast for a second.
Hey Dylan, welcome. This is a podcast
is
where
a
you show us
podcast
movies and we
Called The Aftermath, where the resident movie expert of our group shows...
Don't fucking call me that.
Too late.
I thought it had been long enough. I'm sorry.
It's not even close, buddy.
See, I thought it worked like osmosis. As long as I'm within proximity of you,
Right,
I'll just
right.
absorb
I
the
just get
knowledge.
In that
references.
case, let me make a Gundam reference. I don't have any.
You bitch. I got really excited
Oh,
for
you
a
did?
second.
I mean, now that I'm on the spot, I can't think of
You've
one.
seen
but
them, though.
counterattack.
I have. I've seen enough of the...
3 times faster.
Shining Finger. That's it.
3 times
There you
faster.
go.
Yeah. There you go. Back to the original movie. That was a spiel about
Good to
bullets
know I'm
because
not
that
a
was
complete
dope.
failure. Thank goodness.
Oh man! All right, so
Alrighty.
let's go the other way.
Being
Then.
the
Who's
expert.
everyone's favorite character?
Oh, dude.
Dude,
Dude.
you can't say Solid Snake. Sorry, Snake.
Oh wow, what a name drop.
You're the Duke. Hey,
Oh.
number 1.
So the Duke.
I mean, yeah, it was pretty snazzy.
Yeah, I did like his gloves. All right, Ian.
I thought
Motherfucker
the
had fashion.
actor for wait, let me just find. I have his name pulled up right here. His name
think I know
his name
who-
is Romeo in the movie.
I think I know who he's picking, but
Yeah.
Is the crazy guy with the sharpened teeth and
the troll?
the
fucking
spiky hair.
Super Saiyan hair.
I'm telling you, the actor did such a great job of like
being crazy.
Yes.
of acting like a
Yeah.
Super Saiyan who also just did a whole bunch of meth.
right, yeah.
Ketamine Saiyan.
Exactly. Oh man,
Oh,
yeah, no,
man.
he did he really acted like a methed up Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
I'm kind of torn. I think that my first favorite character was the taxi driver,
Oh, yeah, Cab.
Oh yeah,
But-
Cab man.
but I mean,
His name was Cabby.
no, I think it's probably still the taxi driver. I think he's pretty
He
great.
was pretty good.
So yeah, he's a fun character.
I just like the character Romeo whenever like he shows off the finger of the president and he's like, "You got 30 seconds to get out of here."
Mhm.
And like it's like you bring
He just,
helicopters
like,
in here, we'll kill him. You do this, we'll kill him. All that kind of stuff.
It
It's
was
just
off
a
like 7 ultimatums.
yeah. It's like a big dick move because then the guy I'm guessing he's like the warden of this
Yeah,
area.
he's the guy who runs the prison. He
The
said.
He's like-
warden
he's
of
like-
New York.
He's like, "What do you want?" And he's like, 20 seconds. And he's like, what are you gonna need? He's like 19,
I'm
18,
ready to talk.
17. He's like, gosh, get out of here,
Okay,
everyone,
fine,
get
bye.
go. It's like, man, what a big dick move.
Get hecked on, nerd. Yeah,
All right,
I
so
liked him. Good old fashioned troll. It was just an interesting movie. I'll say that. I mean, it's not like my
pacing. The pacing at the beginning of the movie was pretty slow.
Yeah.
It definitely took its time, and it was like being deliberate with like, a lot, just like really just sitting on these shots of like New York being all busted up and like,
which looked really good.
Of basically just like America in like 20 more years.
I mean, America right now.
No, we don't. The city of New York isn't a prison yet. I'm giving us some time.
You sure about that?
If you live in New York, boom, you're gone.
I mean,
Isn't it just like last week that I like also did the same thing to like an entire portion of our fan base? Like everybody who had a specific name. Yeah, everyone who was named a specific thing. I was like, sorry, it's a bitch name.
I don't give a damn what anybody tells me. I'm sorry if you live there, but New York is the shiniest fucking turd in this country.
Hot take.
I mean, but he's not wrong though.
I didn't think he was wrong. I just said hot take.
Second only to Los Angeles.
Yeah. No,
The other shiniest turd.
I think the thing is Los Angeles is just a turd. I don't think we're even calling it shiny.
I see.
I think New York is really cool. I want to go there again. I went there for my 4th birthday.
Your 4th birthday?
Yeah, my
That was
4th
a long
birthday.
time
I don't
ago.
remember a damn thing except for the Toys R Us.
But Toys R Us.
Well, you remember the right things then, okay.
But I mean, I definitely want to go back one day. They got the fucking Nintendo store up there.
Heck yeah.
That'd be neat.
Well,
But in this universe, it is a
prison. It's a maximum security prison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit area.
Yeah, sure.
which is an interesting concept, but I still think it's a little strange.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if you're trying to no longer put effort into prisons, then you can just wall off an area so there's absolutely no escape and just start
Turn the
hucking
city
people
into
in
a
there. Just be like, whatever. It's kind of like the death penalty in a way. I don't know. I could see how we could get away with it, and I'm not saying that we're not going that way.
Yeah. It's like anybody who was living there before all this shit happened, like they get a memo from the government being like, hey good
listen,
news.
New York.
You don't have to pay your lease anymore. Bad news is you're going to get a huge influx of very bad neighbors.
Bad news. You're being evicted. not from your home, but from the entirety of the city.
Yeah.
Evacuate.
And the rest of the country. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Rest in peace. Yeah.
Why New York?
Probably because the Twin Towers and stuff. Probably like it's just iconic looking. Maybe that's why they picked that in this movie.
Yeah, everything happens in New
Maybe
York.
because of the bridges and stuff. They figured.
I know. In our universe, why New York for obvious reasons.
Right.
It's picturesque and like I said before many times on this show, is like everyone idolizes
knows
New
what
York.
is, yeah.
But it's like
I guess there's no real reason other than what they say at the beginning of the film.
I mean, the population density and crime rate. Maybe they thought that because they say at the beginning of the crime rate went up 400%. Maybe they mean like specifically in the city, so they just walled the whole city off.
I'm pretty sure they said in the United States.
No,
400% in U.S.
I'm pretty sure it's done that in the last 10 years anyway. So I mean,
yeah, I'm just talking about the fact like,
even.
and like why not just like wall off the Grand Canyon and start hooking people in there? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, Los Angeles is next.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, then the canyon wouldn't be so grand then, would it?
Maybe the bitch ass canyon.
I'm sorry. The Big Apple's not so big anymore either. When you wall off, like,
when it's nothing but maximum security prisoners.
Right. No one's allowed to go in there.
Yeah, it's
You can't go in. You can't go and sightsee the Statue of Liberty because it is literally the home base of the security.
Center now, yeah.
Like you
Statue of Liberty Island security.
You think you're just gonna be able to go walk on that turf? And there's no freaking way.
Yeah, nope. That's also maximum security for a different reason.
Right.
Yeah. Oh man.
But yeah, I think it was really cool, and it definitely had like a post-apocalyptic vibe, even though it wasn't that specifically. It definitely looked like in certain shots. I was like, there's just a bunch of Fallout NPCs running around
100%,
and just trash clothes.
Trash clothes bottom tanks.
I thought it was really interesting. I love the fact that also like it is established in the movie that the guns that the cheat is enabled for unlimited ammunition, infinite ammo, and no reloads are enabled for the whole game. Movie.
At least for like
Goofy.
Snake's guns.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
So it just works all the time. You know,
You can just fire. Yeah.
Right.
Anytime you pull the trigger, something flies out of it.
right,
There's no stopping that.
right.
Oh man. Describe this movie in 3 words though.
Oh boy.
This is
Hot trash fire.
This one, Dylan's gonna get. I don't know if anyone else watching the podcast is gonna get.
Uh-oh.
Solid liquid gaseous. Okay.
Oh man.
All right, Dylan.
Solid liquid gaseous.
It's the different forms of snake. All right.
Yeah.
Well, there's also plasma.
Mine is gonna be clap of cheeks.
Clap of cheeks.
He did have an impressive ass in those tights. I'll admit. I'll give it to Snake in this movie. He was dummy thick.
That's why his stealth mission went off the rails so quick.
Yeah, because
Right.
it was the clap of his ass cheeks. All right. Well, my actual one is probably going to be Eye Patch Samurai.
Eye patch isn't it hyphenated?
Yeah, but I figured it was separate words.
Where's the samurai?
That's what he seems like to me.
Oh, okay.
He's a samurai with guns, because he
Right.
he threw a shuriken at a guy's eye. All right.
Oh shit!
He straight up through the star, and then right above the left eyebrow into his brain, and the guy just died. Which I'm not sure that's how that works, but still, he just murdered a guy. I'm just saying he is Eye Patch Samurai.
He took an arrow to the knee and then threw a shuriken at a dude.
I really don't know where the arrow was, but it was generally
It was in his thigh.
It was definitely
Yeah,
Perry
it was, like,
knee.
in his-
Perry knee.
Yeah, it was very.
Oh yeah, it was in his thigh.
Yeah,
Right.
it was definitely around that area, and
Yeah.
he was fine. No worries.
Skyrim stealth mission.
He just walked it off.
Video game stealth mission.
Yeah.
That's really it.
The movie.
This game is actually just a stealth mission, but they say
Stealth
that-
is optional.
Yeah, stealth is optional. That's my 3 words for the movie. Stealth is optional.
Even whenever he captures the president back, he gets caught within 10 seconds.
Yeah, 2 seconds. Has to murder some people, which this is Snake. So
Dude, earlier on, after he's infiltrated the city, by way of glider, mind you.
With the most random mode of transportation.
Yeah.
I don't know why they picked it.
I mean, it's small, it's light.
Small?
it makes-
I'm sorry. Small?
It's small enough.
A glider has a wingspan of no less than 30 feet, I think.
I'm gonna be honest with you. They should have dropped him off via helicopter. That glider was no quieter
Parachute.
than a helicopter.
Parachute.
Yeah, but then they wanted him to get back out. So I'm just saying, having a helicopter drop him off and pick him up,
Right.
I don't see. Whatever, glider it is. Fine, whatever. I'm not gonna ask any questions.
Anyway, after he's gotten into the city, he sneaks into this restaurant after the fucking crazies come out.
They actually are called the
The
Crazies.
cannibalistic humanoid underground
Holy-
dwellers.
Oh my god, dude! Certified.
Oh my
chud
God.
moment. This is a certified
Another
chud
chud
classic.
moment. No, please.
Yeah. So after all the chuds start coming out of the sewers, he sneaks into this old diner and he finds this random chick.
Called Chuck Full of Nuts.
Chuck full of nuts. Yeah.
Which
Oh,
is horrible.
man.
Which is an apt name because the 3 gypsies are men. No, 4 gypsies are men.
And then not only that, but also the actor, the character that plays that woman. Her name is I think her name is Season. Season Hubley.
Wow.
And that's her real name, but her character name in the movie is Girl in Chock Full of Nuts.
Yeah, I mean, she
That's her
dies
character.
so fast, so we
Dude,
don't need to give her.
Yeah, I thought she was gonna be a little side character, but now she just straight up gets mauled.
She
and
got
eaten
murked
by
so
chuds.
fast. Yeah, by chuds.
By chuds.
Yeah.
She got chudded.
Yeah, get chudded.
And I was actually wrong. A glider's wingspan is actually 45 feet long. So I threw out a big number to be hilarious, and I was actually horrifically wrong.
Still under it. Yeah.
It's still wrong.
Just a little off the mark by
Right,
15
right.
points. It's
Exactly.
okay.
It's just this little tiny thing, 50
Like,
foot
no, it's-
long.
dude, it's
you know,
fucking
like-
huge.
Right.
Yeah, it's just a small glider, 50-foot wingspan.
Yeah. At that point, he just should have had a squirrel suit, just fly out.
Should
And
just give him a whole ass passenger plane. It makes no
Yeah.
difference to him.
it could actually be small enough if he landed in a jet.
Exactly. Yeah.
He's
Just give him a fighter, man. Whatever.
About
Give
to
him
get
a
in this
Learjet.
thing, he talks to one of the dudes on the runway. He says, "I call this the crucifix."
Oh my God. Oh Jesus.
Might as well nail me to it because I'm not making it off.
Oh man.
Oh, dude.
Jeez.
There is a few one-liners in this movie that I love. Whenever the cab driver is sitting there, and he's like, I need to find the president. He's like, I don't know anything about that. Whatever. And he puts the gun to his head. And he's like, the Duke has him. And he's like, where's the Duke? Whatever. He's like, the Duke has him. Like, you put a gun to my head, I'll tell you the truth. And I was like, he just has such a way of saying it.
Right.
Like,
Yeah. He's
Of course,
great.
he immediately puts
Panic
the gun
tone.
to his head.
right.
absolutely no chill. Just puts the guy. I just like how he was so chill.
That dude was fucking like no nonsense.
He was just like, oh man, you don't walk around here at night, man. The chuds will get you. So he's lighting a Molotov off and just hooks it out the sunroof and just lights a fire and then cruises off.
Like, so nonchalant.
Not even like flooring it. No, absolutely no. Like,
I think it makes it even better that our guy Snake is kind of like not freaking out, but kind of like,
are you not gonna leave?
Like,
are you not gonna put the gas pedal? And he's like, you don't walk around here at night. It's just not safe, buddy.
I'm telling you, you don't want to come around here
in no rush. And the best part is that he has Molotovs just in his taxi.
Just ready.
So like he just knows that this stuff happens. This is just a normal thing. The chuds come out and he's got
This is a Tuesday afternoon for him.
Yeah, right, 100%. So, oh man, I gotta admit, I thoroughly enjoyed the ending though. The important character survives. Rip everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
The mission was accomplished, so the only person who survives is the important character, barring the mission accomplishing.
Right.
And then he doesn't like the president because the president's, well, in this case, he's being a little bitch.
Yeah, kind of a jerk ass.
And then so
not giving a fuck
they're
about
trying
the people
to give
who
him
died to save him.
The whole mission was about the president and the tape he had that was talking about nuclear power and crap between two countries.
Yeah.
And so he hands him a tape that's just classical music because the president's being a bitch. So he succeeded
It's
in the mission.
It's a nice little jazz.
Yeah.
Little jazz.
So he managed to succeed in his mission, but in such a way that he could still spite the president, and that's kind of fire, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Because then on live video to what is it, China
and the Soviet Union.
Yeah, and he's like, I brought us this so we can speak. And he puts it in, and it's just some
it's like some old school swing music.
Yeah, right. And he's like, and then it cuts to a scene of our boy Snake Plissken.
Plissken.
I know I keep saying, but it's Plissken. And he's just pulling the tape out of the tape recorder while smoking a cigarette, walking off with a smirk on his face. Gotta be honest, one of the best movie endings I've seen. Like, that was awesome.
All we needed was a freeze frame of him jumping.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Tapping his heels together with the pew noise in the background.
God,
yeah,
please no.
And the name's Plissken just walks away.
Right.
So you said there's a second one of these.
Yes,
what
Escape from L.A.
So I believe I've heard of that.
What we're trying to say is that the same thing happened in L.A.
No, not quite. I like Escape from L.A. a bit more because that's the first one that I watched with Snake.
Interesting.
I like it a lot more because it also has one of my favorite scenes in the history of like any film I've ever watched.
Oh God, please don't spoil it.
I won't.
No, wait. It's gonna be forever until I watch it. I didn't know what this is.
It's okay. We'll get there. But, as far as the first one goes, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it definitely is an older feeling movie.
Oh yeah,
being released in '81, it has that kind of like. There was movies in like the mid '80s to late '80s that like had that sort of vibe, but were like at least like I think they did it better. This movie I think is like approaching that that era
it was
where
early
it's like
on in the '80s. It was still a little experimental,
right? And so it's like I can tell we're getting there, but it also is like not quite there.
Yeah.
So like a little bit in the movie, I was kind of like. It was a little slow. It was a little methodical, but like I think it was all kind of part of the vibe of the movie.
Yeah.
But some of it kind of felt a little antiquated now. So, but
yeah, if it was playing, I'd be like, "Oh, neat! I've seen this movie," and I'd think it's funny, and I'd probably drop a few of the one-liners from the movie that I remember.
Right.
But I gotta be honest, I don't know if I would be like, "Man, I want to watch that movie again," and put it on.
Right.
I think it's all right. I don't think it's in my like.
I think you guys would definitely like the second one better.
Probably. I don't think this is in my top 10 or even 20 movies this year. It's all right. It's pretty much not a certified Chud classic.
Even though Chuds are present.
Yeah, even though honestly, Chud's being present, and now that you've mentioned it, like brings up like 6 different regs. It's
who made Chud again? Or do we know that?
Oh man,
Chud Simmons.
Chad Chud.
Chad Chud.
Chad Chuddington the third, the Toost.
Yeah, I actually don't know, but
I have to look it up 1 second.
Kudos to him.
Yeah, kudos to the guy who
for
made
bringing Chud into the world.
Yeah, it's killing me. Let's see, Chud. I just googled Chud, and it says directed by Douglas Cheek.
Wow.
Produced by Andrew Bonamy, starring John Hurd.
What did he hear?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I guess he heard something. A bizarre series of sudden disappearances on the streets of, you guessed it, New York City.
Wow.
Oh man, I think that
everything happens in New York.
Do you want to know?
Honestly, no. I think this movie happens canonically before Chud. Chud was released in 1984, so I think
Interesting.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I think.
Do you want to know something funny? A goof that happened
What?
during the sequence where Snake is being chased by the crazies and is about to shoot
Can't
an
put the-
oval pattern in the wall where he can break through.
Oh yeah.
His eye patch shifts enough to reveal a perfectly good eye.
Oh no!
This is commonly regarded as a mistake, but it is not. The novelization of the movie explains that Snake still has his left eye.
Wait,
but
for real?
But he wears the patch due to a paralyzed
look cool.
iris,
Oh,
making it extremely sensitive to light.
wow! That's
That's so funny.
so weird.
It like justifies the goof in the movie and like in
I
the
thought you were about
novelization.
to say that much like in Metal
Wow.
Gear, he just wears it for show.
That's amazing.
I mean, maybe.
Because if I had an eye patch, I'd be wearing it for show. I don't know if in Metal Gear it's being worn for show. I don't know if in this movie it's being worn for show. I'm just saying that I would
Best
wear
quote is, "You going to kill me, Snake? Not now. I'm too tired.
Yeah.
Maybe later."
Maybe later. Oh, that's
I
the
love
it. I
best.
mean, he's an honest man, right?
it. I mean, you can't
Shit,
blame
I'd
him.
be fucking dog tired after
I
what he
mean,
did.
Yeah.
right? I got shot in the thigh. You know, I'm
Yeah,
just
with an arrow.
So
just kinda
we've
with
been
an arrow. Yeah,
we've been making many jokes about this, but the game Metal Gear Solid or just Metal Gear, right? The Metal Gear franchise, is that what it's called?
The inspiration from Pliskin didn't come in until I believe Metal Gear 3.
Okay. And who
Oh, wait.
and who's
well,
that?
I mean, no. It was in there like since the first Metal Gear Solid, just with Snake's attitude and disposition, just without the eye patch.
right.
But
the real kind of the vibe you get is in 3, you're saying.
yeah, I mean, like as far as looks go, that's when the eye patch comes in. And
nice.
he's got just about the same hairstyle, just a little more kempt and not as bushy.
Right.
Can't really mimic the Russell Ruff.
I gotta be honest. They
Russell
look
Ruff.
in the first like scene where he's in that plane. They look exactly alike.
Yeah,
Like if you
it's crazy.
Because he
if
has
you put
he has
if
a
you put
green
the light
he has a green
on
hue
his,
on his
yeah, if you
face.
put the light
Mhm.
on, yeah, they look exactly alike.
But
Wow,
yeah,
that's crazy.
it's nuts how how much inspiration. I don't know if Kojima actually wrote Snake's character or not. I'm pretty sure he did, but you could definitely tell where he got his inspiration from if you watch this movie.
That's interesting.
It's pretty neat.
How nice.
Yeah, Snakeman.
Carpenter has his crew persuaded the city to shut off the electricity to 10 blocks at a time at night.
Wow.
Yeah. The film was shot in August to November of 1980. It was tough and demanding.
Oh, really? That's
It
interesting.
was a tough and demanding shoot for the filmmaker.
Yeah, I mean, I'd
Yes,
imagine to have
recalls
that
that,
much
yeah.
of a.
We'd finished shooting at about 6 a.m. and I'd be just going to sleep at 7 when the sun would be coming up.
That's exactly what I do for work.
I wake
Don't
up
worry
around
about
5 or 6 p.m. depending on whether or not it had delays.
That's crazy.
That's exactly
so-
what I
and
do.
that's so
being a night
interesting.
shifter, yeah, it's kind of great.
So for about 2.5 months, I never saw daylight, which was really strange. Wow.
Holy shit.
No, okay, I do see daylight though. I do. Just clearly not enough because I'm vitamin D deficient. Thanks, Doc.
Motherfucker got to be a first generation Morlock.
It was yeah. He got to be a certified goblin.
The gladiatorial fight to the death scene between Snake and Slag,
Slag, that's his name.
played by a professional wrestler, Ox Baker,
Oh my god.
was filmed in the Grand Hall at St. Louis Union Station. Russell has stated. That's so interesting.
That is that
That day was a nightmare. All I did was swing a spiked bat at that guy, and he swung in return. He threw a trash can. Wait! He threw a trash can in my face about 5 times. I could have wound up in pretty bad shape.
Yeah, it's funny.
Wow, that's so funny.
Kurt Russell has to be one of my favorite actors.
That's so interesting.
Big
Yeah.
Chad on that
That's
guy.
so interesting.
What
Yeah.
a guy. I think it was a well-made movie, and I appreciate how much effort went into that for
Oh
sure.
yeah, definitely.
But I gotta admit, I probably would like the next one more.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
We were the first film company in history allowed to shoot on Liberty Island at the Statue of Liberty at night.
Wow.
They let us have the whole island to ourselves.
Damn.
We were lucky. It wasn't easy to get the initial permission.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet.
They'd had a bombing 3 months earlier,
Oh, nice.
and we were worried about trouble. Wow.
I mean, I guess to be fair,
Yeah, that
I'm
makes
surprised that you
sense.
actually got allowed to
That's cool.
do that then, if they...
Yeah, I was just looking at like just all these different like
Right.
quotes from like,
Random
the
fun
filming.
facts.
Was the
Yeah.
fucking was the costume scare in there?
Oh, I don't know, but hold on, I want to look that up specifically.
Dude, that was the funniest fucking story I'd ever heard.
Hold on.
Wait, which one are you talking about?
Whenever, well, I mean, I'll see if Ian can find
Yeah.
it first, but it's like, it's so fucking funny.
Wait, let's see.
I can't remember if it's like from the first one or the second one though. That's the only problem.
Well, I mean, no spoilers for the second one.
Well, let's see.
Oh, man. You just swung a trash can at me.
5 times.
Yeah. That scene was interesting because he just kept blocking from the exact same hit and then
Yeah.
just swinging the exact same way. And again,
Yeah,
I feel like after
guess he's just trying to like wear him down a bit, but still.
I just feel like if you're in that fight realistically, after the second time that you swing the exact same direction, it's very clear that he's keeping his hand in the same spot.
Right.
Like realistically, you'd go lower and just hit his foot. He's not wearing shoes.
Yeah.
And if he was wearing shoes, there are nails on that bat. You go for his foot. You know, make it so he can't walk. You have that handicap, and you know how
Right.
much it sucks.
Mm.
Other than that, though, that scene was kind of funny though because
Yeah,
he
he got him, though.
absolutely in the back of the head just spiked. I was like,
Oh yeah.
rip.
Dead.
No one knows how to react because they didn't expect it.
Right. They just start chanting his name.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, I mean, he won. That's what we do.
Please, good. Please, good.
I think it was Snake.
They were
Snake,
they were
snake,
chanting Snake.
snake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can't find it, but
damn it.
It might be in the next movie.
Yeah,
then.
but basically what Dylan had told me is that Kurt Russell in his full garb, his like camouflaged gray and white pants,
Yeah.
his boots with like the shin guards and knee pads,
Combat
his
belt.
his sheet, his sleeveless shirt that is like skin tight with like what looks like
Yeah.
like athletic material.
The fucking scoped and suppressed Uzi.
Right.
that he's
With-
got.
I don't
with an-
think he might have carried that off the scene.
Right.
though. If you think, but even if we say he has no weapons on him, with the belt full of like ammunition,
Right.
and his with his
he
hair,
he doesn't
with the
even
eye
need a
patch
fucking
that I can
weapon.
go on ahead and say he's wearing the eye patch to get his
Of
free to
course.
his subway.
He's probably
right?
yeah.
Like,
He was at I think a convenience store or something, and as he was leaving, Dylan had said he had rounded the corner, and some guy had stopped and was scared and went, "Hey, whoa, buddy! I don't want any trouble." And I was
man.
like, "What actually happened?" That's so interesting.
just for
I
that,
love it.
one day I'm gonna wear that full getup
Oh, dude.
or something
You're
similar,
gonna have
and
to
I'm
grow your hair out a
and I'm
good
just
bit.
gonna. Well, I mean, with
Either
my
that or get a wig.
with my hair, it's fine. I could do something different with my hair to make this work.
Right.
But
Right.
I'm gonna wear that whole thing, put the eye patch on, right, and just see how many people are like, "Yo, bud, I'm not here for any trouble, bro." Just walk around our city. I'd
Oh,
probably get
man.
shot at, to be fair, but still.
Wow,
That'd be so funny.
Oh.
that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Nothing else.
I mean,
Like
do
we're
you
out?
want to add anything else? There's like I feel
I'm-
like there's
I'm out.
so much.
we touched
There's
on
so
the bases.
much of the story I don't think we fully have touched on yet.
Can we talk about the Duke's car?
Oh my
Okay,
god!
the Duke's car with the chandeliers
Thing
over
was
the
fucking
headlights.
Amazing.
He
That
had a,
was
a
nice.
full-size disco ball hanging from
At
the
one point,
rear mirror.
at one point, the movie does a scene from the driver's seat, like forward, so you can see, and it's so hard to look out because the disco ball's swaying in the way, and the two
Right.
chandeliers make it so you can't see anything.
It's
And
all
this guy
for
just does
show.
not care. Yeah.
Yeah.
that car is for luxury alone.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
got
Not
his.
for function.
He has his.
Misery.
He has his entourage with him at all times, doing the rest of the work. He's not even the one driving it half the time.
He just leads the convoy
Yeah.
out on patrol.
Yep. Oh man.
one of the most iconic things about the film is Snake Plissken's eye patch, and apparently that wasn't in the script. According to Russell, he suggested it to Carpenter, who immediately likened the idea to his favorite Western hero. I said to John, I think it'd be cool to wear an eye patch.
I like how he just said, "Yo, my character would look neat if we did that," and they were just down for it.
I think a lot of guys would have gone, well, I don't know, but John immediately went, "That's great."
Wow, that's a cool idea, dude.
Right. I don't think anybody worn an eye patch since John Wayne in True Grit. So
That's amazing.
Oh man, and it worked really well. It made his
So
character
funny.
have the look. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
That's so funny.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, it's such an iconic looking character too.
He is,
I
yeah.
will say.
Good old Snake.
Right.
I like how he had a cobra just tattooed on his stomach.
Yeah.
His character, there's so much backstory that just I want to know about his character, but everyone knows him and everyone thought he died.
He was in Special Ops,
Yeah.
2 Purple Hearts.
Oh, really? That's his character story? I didn't know others.
Yeah, they go through like his entire like list of decorations.
Oh, that's what whenever the guy was talking to him
Yeah,
that first time. Okay, I couldn't really hear what he was saying. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I thought it was talking about crime that the guy
I'm so
committed.
used to like there being captions on the screen whenever we watch movies, but
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's really helpful if there are captions because
Yeah.
sometimes it can be certain scenes get really quiet, but the other ones are too loud. So
Right.
you kind of try and sometimes nice to read.
I was very surprised.
Yeah, but
Interesting. Apparently, there's also a little tidbit saying that Donald Pleasance, the guy who played the president,
Mhm.
there was no real backstory to flush out his character, so he wrote a backstory for his character himself.
Wow, that's funny.
Yeah, and kind of had some fun with that.
That's funny. I mean, his character didn't really say anything or
Yeah,
do
he
anything.
was
He just
simply the president.
he was just president. That's really it.
According to Russell, there is only one character in the film, other than himself, that Snake Plissken cares about. It's Maggie, the tough woman played by Carpenter's then wife. Oh,
Wow.
Interesting.
That's interesting.
Didn't know
That's
that.
funny.
And she died. so
Damn.
so wait, why does he care about her? Because she's cool and tough, or just?
Big, tough, cool.
I thought you were going to say
woman.
big titties. I was like, okay, yeah, that
No.
too. But
Oh
like,
my God.
that's I was like, I mean,
She did
yeah.
have some honkers.
Jeez.
What a way to put it.
Dude.
Oh man, that's funny.
That's like with the
Oh, that's so interesting. Okay, hold on. It
we got
says that-
backstory again.
Yeah. It says that. So for
I can't see that. I have a totally different thing on my screen.
I'm sorry. So for one of the only real moments of emotion in the film, her death, Carpenter wanted to make it clear that Maggie was really gone.
Yeah, that's why
the
he did
problem
that.
with that was that they never shot footage of Maggie's body, only of her being hit by the Duke's car. So to fix that, Carpenter later added the footage of her body that he and her filmed in his own garage.
What? It fit really well because
I
that
know.
didn't seem like
That's
that was.
amazing.
It did look different for sure,
Right.
but
shit.
that didn't. That
Yeah.
didn't look like
That's
that
so
was
interesting. Wow.
What the hell?
That's gonna be cool to have like your wife
I
in
need
the
me
film.
a wife that'll fake her death
Yeah.
in our garage.
Yeah, right. Fellas, get you a girl who will fake her death in your garage.
Right. How do you think that whole interaction
That was
went
a
home?
bonding
He went,
moment.
he went
So
home.
funny.
He went home from his job and he's like, "I'm just so frustrated. We didn't get all the
like,
footage
oh,
we needed in the
fuck.
moment." And she's like, "Come on, let's go to the garage. Let's go ahead and film
I can
it."
imagine they were talking about work over like one of their dinner dates,
sorry,
right?
honey,
They're
I
just
got
hanging
it.
out. Like,
Right.
you know what we didn't do though? I wanted to have closure. You know, I wanted it to be obvious that character died. And she was like, "Yeah, maybe we could do something in our garage. Do you think we could remake it? Yeah, we have the stuff. Let's go to Home Depot." And that's how it happened.
Sorry, honey, I gotta bloody you up for this one.
All right.
Right.
Just punches in the face.
Oh no!
I'm just joking. It did look that okay. I'll admit that
Oh yeah, it was
in-
a lot of blood.
I'm just saying immediately after when it cuts to that, it did look the lighting was different. It looked different,
Yeah.
but that could have just been a cut to make it clear that she was dead. It didn't
Right.
look out of place necessarily. So freaking good job, man. That's impressive, man.
It took 15 years, but Carpenter and Russell eventually returned to the world of Snake Plissken in the 1996 Escape from L.A.
15 years?
Yeah.
Holy shit! I didn't know it was that far
Right.
away.
Since then, talks of rebooting the franchise have never stopped and started several times.
Oh,
But Carpenter
dude.
and Russell apparently had an idea for a third film in their own series, but that would have seen Snake escaping the bonds of Earth. And here's the quote saying, "The only other one we wanted to do, both John and I thought, escape from Earth for Snake."
Oh my God! Why isn't that real?
Escape from Earth?
Escape
They
from
really just
Earth.
wanted to take it to the
I'm
max.
so pissed.
Yeah.
That would have been the coolest fucking one.
Guys, fun fact.
Shake the bonds of the earth. Holy
Right.
fuck.
Fun fact. The girl who played Maggie is 76 years old right now.
Damn.
Interesting. Wow. Is she still married to John Carpenter?
No, because in 84 is when she was no longer married to him. So I don't know if she's married right now. I don't know.
Interesting.
I don't know if.
Oh my
I think
God, dude.
No, Carpenter's
Wow.
still alive too. So I guess she's not married now. Yeah,
I'm so upset. I want to escape the earth right now.
dude, escape the Earth needs to happen. Yeah, guys, let's make a
Wow.
petition for escape to Earth. Get
I'm
this
sure
to
there's
happen.
already been one.
There, yeah.
I like the
Escape.
fact that like it seems like Kurt Russell and
What a fucking joke.
and John Carpenter have like a really like tight
Oh,
relationship
dude, they're
with this
like
sort of
best
thing.
friends.
That's so cool.
It's hilarious.
I love that. It makes me really happy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Was there? Do you guys have a favorite part of the movie?
Oh, man.
Let's see. I kind of like the first scene where he's landing the plane and he's like, "Nope, gonna do it my way." That's probably like that's
Yeah.
an early scene.
Listen,
of
what are
Snake.
you doing? I'm playing with myself. I'm going
That was that line. That's it. Playing with myself. I'm going in.
Oh man.
Oh, man.
Wow.
I honestly that,
Hit him with
that's-
the triple O man.
Yeah.
yeah, we all hit him with the oh man.
Trifecta. Oh man.
Oh man. Oh man.
Dude, I'm trying to think of what one of my favorite scenes was. I like I said, I loved all the scenes with that character Romeo. I felt like it was so
Yeah.
random
Well-
and strange.
well done.
So crazy.
What a troll. I loved him.
Oh, I think my favorite would have to be the arena battle.
Oh yeah, with the
That was pretty cool.
with
Yeah.
the professional wrestler Ox Baker.
Yes. Box acre.
Box Acre. Oh wow.
Yeah, definitely one of the highlights for me.
Yeah. This was a fun movie.
Oh, yeah.
It may not be my cup of tea all the time, but I definitely liked.
Mhm.
I think it was a fun time.
Yeah.
I think it was very interesting. So do we have on the books Escape from LA? Is that going to be?
Yes,
Do you
for
have
sure.
that movie?
I don't.
Oh no.
If anybody wants to give me that for Christmas, I would say no.
Yeah.
Noted.
Noted.
Oh, no, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to the audience. Hey, yeah, buy me stuff.
Yeah.
Well,
Friends.
once again, noted.
No, I'm just kidding.
Noted.
No, stop.
No, stop.
What's
please.
that? Never.
It's just a joke. I thought it would be funny.
I thought it'd be funny.
Nobody's going to take me seriously.
You know how you made a joke.
Nobody take me serious.
You made a joke, Ethan, about is Steve Buscemi in Escape from New York?
Because his character, the character that you like, looked like him. Yeah.
Yeah, at first. Spoiler alert: Steve Buscemi is in Escape from LA.
Oh, my God, he is.
Yes.
I forgot.
Yeah, so just something to look forward to, you know.
Oh man, that's good.
right.
The bush.
Oh wow, this looks like a lot of fun. I want to watch this movie right now.
Oh, we will.
What an awesome like cover.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Anyways, I'm getting off track here. What is another movie we're planning on watching? Do we have another one in the can that we're talking about?
That sounds like a no.
I kind of don't know, yeah.
Okay. I
I
didn't
mean,
know
I
if there
still
was
got
anything.
plenty of stuff on the shelf. We definitely got to do the freaking Bayformers movies at some point.
Bayformers. Oh
yeah,
gosh.
buddy. we're gonna dive straight into that dumpster fire.
Oh wow.
Pass.
Pass. You can't pass.
Okay, so I believe that we have an episode coming out on Christmas Eve. Do we have a Christmas Eve episode that we're gonna watch?
Fuck.
I think
'cause I'm
we
pretty
should
sure that-
discuss this off the air. This is a spoiler.
Okay,
You people are
gotcha.
not. I'm sorry, fans.
Sorry,
Not allowed.
fans.
You're not allowed to.
Okay,
Sorry,
well,
you're
then-
not allowed to
then
hear
let
this
me go ahead. Let me
discussion.
go ahead and wrap this up. Then, if you're looking for us, you can find us. We have a Linktree /Ian Wolf. You can find all of our links there. Social media. If you go to any of the major podcasting platforms, you can type in The Aftermath and find us that way. Should be really simple.
Yeah.
But yeah, give us some reviews. Give us some comments and requests on what you guys want to see as well, and hear us babble on about for the greater part of 40 minutes.
Yeah, tell us what you think, even the bad stuff, so that I can say I hate you.
Escape from New York. Eh? Anyways, thank you so much for listening, and until next time,
See ya.
Bye-bye.